Hi, Ken. In a recession where we're all feeling the pinch, what makes you think that London wants a mayor candidate who avoids paying his taxes?
No, I pay my income tax on everything I get. The simple fact is I've employed 3 people over the last 4 years. You can't do that just on some casual arrangement. You have a proper situation and you pay that money out. All of this, these smears come from the same journalist who 4 years ago smeared me saying there was corruption at City Hall. Boris Johnson,
truth, isn't it?
immediate,
It
Boris
is true
Johnson
that you put, as many people do in this industry, you had your own company.
Yes.
So it's not a smear, it's the truth.
Yes, but to say it's a tax avoidance thing isn't.
It is a tax avoidance
No, it's
thing.
not. Because nobody in Britain employs people and pays income tax on the money they pay them.
Ken Livingstone, there are 2 options. And I had to face this choice. You either set yourself up as a sole trader or you set up yourself as a private company. You pay tax on everything you earn as a sole trader. If you employ other people, then that tax gets deducted off the total income that you come in. All your expenses are deducted. You have chosen a way of avoiding paying high levels of tax. Boris Johnson, of course, benefits from the fact that the 50p tax rate is reduced to 45p. He personally benefits from that. But you don't, because...
We'll come to that in a moment, Mr. Johnson. Do you carry on?
£12,500. Boris Johnson will pay £12,500 less tax because he's won his campaign to get the top rate of tax cut, and 500,000 pensioners in this city will, on average, pay £83 more to fill that gap.
The difficulty.
I'm not going to comment on my tax affairs, except to say this: I pay income tax. I'm proud of it. I think it's pretty disgraceful to be attacked by Ken Livingstone, someone who's deliberately set up a tax dodging manoeuvre and then denounced everybody else who did so, which does not include.
Boris, you had the same arrangements. Boris, you had the Finland Station Company.
No, my dear friend,
let's have a situation.
Absolute lie.
Boris,
You've got to stop lying.
No, Boris, you had Finland Station when you was an MP that handled your television work, because I assumed are you saying you didn't have a company called Finland Station? Are you saying that's a lie?
Can I just come in here?
If you're saying that I had a company to avoid paying income tax, I'm afraid you are absolutely...
But I haven't got a company to avoid paying income tax like you.
That's exactly...
I had a company to handle my media.
That's exactly what you're doing.
Did you set up your own company called Finland Productions or whatever it might have been?
I have never used a company to minimise my
that wasn't the question.
Have you set up a company called Finland Independent?
There was a TV production company which I was briefly a director of. Yes, but I certainly never. I certainly never. Absolutely not.
No efficiencies.
No. I've always paid.
Can I just say?
I mean, look. The simple fact here is Boris and myself in the exact same position. We had our main income as an MP.
Boris Johnson says he's not in the same position, Mr. Johnson.
Well, we basically we've both had media earnings. We both put them through a company.
No,
you
that's
don't
not
avoid
true.
tax
That's not
on
true.
that. You don't avoid tax. You have to pay tax on the money you take out. If you want to do tax avoidance, you do what his employers do.
Can I get a word in edgewise?
The guy's a barefaced liar. He really can't be allowed.
Can I just say that the difference between these 2 guys over here is Ken Livingstone heavily criticised a public servant who funneled his salary into a private company to avoid tax in exactly the same way that Ken Livingstone is doing. Now, you can't criticise other people for doing something that you do yourself.
Just for the record, I have one salary and I happily pay tax on it. Right. It's a social thing. I like it.